We know that 1 out of 4 children in Georgia and Alabama, they face food insecurity. And that essentially means their next meal for those kids is not even guaranteed. But organizations such as Feeding the Valley Food Bank are working to change that. News 3's Greg Loyd joining us live at Feeding the Valley here in Columbus to tell us about a program the food bank instituted to specifically fight childhood hunger. Morning.
Christina, good morning to you and good morning to everyone. You know, Georgia ranks 4th in the nation. That's number 4 out of all the states in the United States when it comes to food insecurity. And what that translates into is to a lot of children who go to bed hungry. Luckily, here at Feeding the Valley, there's a program in place to not only help families in need, but also children all over our region.
At the end of the day, it's very rewarding. Go home feeling good.
Deborah Gamble can go home feeling good because the work she does for Feeding the Valley's Kids Cafe is so good and so needed. She sees it in the faces of the kids she serves.
And honestly, some of it just breaks your heart because they're little kids all the way up to teenage years, and it makes you feel good to know they've gotten a hot meal. At least one hot meal for the day. So
the biggest thing is we need to be aware that there is a problem.
Kids Cafe is one way Feeding the Valley specifically addresses the problem of hungry children.
1 in 5 children here in Muskogee County have a food insecurity problem.
Those children have no idea if they will have a next meal. The Feeding the Valley Kids Cafe makes food each day and distributes it to designated sites like churches or community centers where children can count on at least one hot meal a day. This time of year, things are especially busy and donations especially low.
People they want to give around the holidays. Thanksgiving is one of our biggest donation times, but during the summers, people kind of forget, they're on vacation, so donations do slack off during the summer months.
During the summer, Feeding the Valley's Kids Cafe keeps very busy, feeding an estimated 1,500 kids a day. But the work does not end when the school year starts.
Normally during the school year, we do approximately 1,000 meals each day for the balance of the school year.
just keep the donations coming. It's a great organization. I love working here. I've been here for about 4 years, and the work is just very rewarding.
Rewarding work that only through the generosity of our community's donations allows them to keep feeding the valley. Back here live now at Feeding the Valley, we are joined by Mr. Frank Shepard, the president and CEO. And Mr. Shepard, what exactly does the Kids Cafe mean to our community?
Well, Greg, it means a lot in that we know that there are over 32,000 chronically hungry children in the Valley area. And the summertime is especially difficult for them because they don't have the school breakfast and lunch to help with their nutritional needs. So that's where our program comes in. Feeding 1,500 kids a hot afternoon meal each day goes a long way to help with those nutritional needs. And that program has more than doubled in the last 3 years. And we hope to continue to see it grow significantly so that we can feed all those hungry children.
And Mr. Shepard, it certainly does continue to grow, and I think that's something the community needs to keep in mind, that the donations are much appreciated. They go fast, though, because we have such a great need.
It really has. You know, the couple of food drives that we have done through the Kids Summer Recovery program have equated to over 6,000 meals that they generate in terms of the monetary support in the food. So that is a lot of food, but at 1,500 meals per day, you can see that we go through it pretty quickly. So all the help is appreciated very much.
Well, we appreciate you very much, and thanks for getting up and joining us. One of the kindest-hearted, hard-working men that I know around the Columbus area, Mr. Frank Shepard. And please remember that today we do have our 4th Summer Covered Kids Food Drive coming up. Christina, I'm going to throw it back to you.
Thanks so much. And that drive will be held today from 11:30 until 6:30 at Daniel Appliance off of Veterans Parkway. They are our sponsor and hosting the drive. News 3's very own meteorologist Bob Jeswad will be there live throughout the day. Come by and say hi to him. All donations go directly to Feeding the Valley. We hope you'll be able to stop by and donate. Again, thanks so much for helping out our community. It's certainly appreciated.